Hey now, welcome back, Pokemon trainers. This is your friendly neighborhood Bullados, and today we're going to be cracking open 15 Pokemon XY Roaring Skies booster packs, just to prove to you that it's 15. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. These are 15 completely random packs. I have no idea where they came from in a box, if they were in the same box or if they were from different boxes. I got these all from pre-releases, so we're going to see what's inside of them. Let's start off with our first pack. This pack contains a Pokemon trading card game online code card. I'm opening it off screen because the packs from this set have been known to have their code cards inserted upside down. Start this pack off with Gligar, Shuppet, Meowth, Cascoon, Hawlucha, Fearow, Unpheasant, Electrode, Reverse Ninjask, and Rayquaza EX Dragon type. Move on to our second booster pack. Each one of the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online code cards, which will unlock one Roaring Skies booster pack in the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, which you can find at www.pokemontcg.com. Hawlucha, Dratini, Inkay, Natu, Fletchlander, Ultra Ball, Ninjask, Reverse Pidove, and Dustox. Moving on to our third booster pack. By the time this video comes up, Pokemon US Nationals will either be completed or it'll be just before US Nationals. Make sure you guys register online at the Pokemon website if you intend on attending. Nincada, Binacle, Fearow, Dunsparce, Voltorb, Togetic, Latios, Dustox, Reverse Double Dragon Energy, and Banette. Pokemon has been encouraging online registration. In fact, for U.S. Nationals, it'll be completely online registration. You will not be able to register in person. However, you will have to check in the Thursday night beforehand in person. Voltorb, Gligar, Shuppet, Meowth, Cascoon, Steven, Gallet Spirit Link, Wide Lens, Reverse Pelipper, and Talonflame. We're just going to keep moving. Halo, Bacon, Pidove, Swablu, Wurmple, Shelgon, Revive, Pelipper, Reverse Dragonite, and Togekiss. That Dragonite's actually a pretty interesting card. When it knocks out one of your opponent's Pokemon, you can take an additional prize. Considering that its attack already does a pretty hefty 150, you have the chance of taking 3 prize cards by knocking out a Pokemon EX. Pikachu, Wurmple, Bacon, Binacle, Gligar, Fearow, Unpheasant, Electrode, Reverse Fletchling, and Altaria. That Altaria's Delta Evolution allows it to evolve the turn that the Swablu's in play, and its ability removes weakness from all colorless Pokemon. Fletchling, Execute, Tailo, Electrike, Bacon, Manectric, Double Dragon Energy, Tropius, Reverse Bacon, and Carbink. That Altaria is incredibly useful in one of the new decks that's coming out with Mega Rayquaza EX, which is also a white Pokemon, evolves really quickly, and hits really hard. Bacon, Nincada, Pidove, Dunsparce, Voltorb, Togetic, Latios Spirit Link, Dustox, Reverse Tropius, and Shedinja. That Shedinja is also an interesting card, 30 HP, but its second attack, Hopeless Scream, this attack does 50 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. You can combine that with the Pokemon Mew EX, which allows it to use all attacks from all Pokemon in play, and has a hefty 110 HP. Dratini, Inkay, Natu, Togepi, Altaria, Exeggutor, Trainer's Mail, Reverse Binacle, and Full Art Mega Gallade EX. Set that guy off to the side. It's not a particularly great card. For 3 energy, it does 110 damage and 30 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. No weakness and resistance to the bench, yada yada yada. It's a decent enough card. Not going to be tier 1 or anything like that, but it's interesting. Togepi, Fletchling, Execute, Tailo, Electrike, Shelgon, Revive, Pelipper, Reverse Tailo, and Articuno. Unfortunately, not the Delta Plus Articuno, but, you know, any basic Pokemon with 120 HP that only gives up 1 prize is probably not too terrible. Excuse me. Electrike, Bagon, Pidove, Nincada, Swablu, Tranquil, Wally, Silcoon, Reverse Fearow, and Skarmory. Looks like we got 4 packs to go. I still have no idea how to open a Pokemon booster pack. This is rather annoying. Start this pack off with Hawlucha, Wingull, Inkay, Togepi, Execute, Dragonair, Gallant Spirit Link, Shelgon, Reverse Hawlucha, and Dragon M Rayquaza EX. This Mega Rayquaza EX has the largest attack that I've ever seen with a base for just the base attack. It does 300 damage, and you discard 2 energy attached to this Pokemon. It's a useful card to throw into an old what is that? Electric deck, which already runs base Rayquaza EX. Execute, Natu, Fletchling, Wurmple, Talo, Skyfield, Rayquaza Spirit Link, Gliscor, Reverse Steven, and Bennett. 2 packs to go. As far as the electric deck I mentioned, that's a deck that's only viable in expanded play because electric is banned in standard. Meowth, Spearow, Natu, Shuppet, Dratini, Steven, Exeggutor, Healing Scarf, if I could set it off correctly, Reverse Trainer's Mail, and Holographic Jirachi. I believe that's the first actual holographic card that I've pulled from this set. They are extremely rare. It might be that the regular holos in this set are harder to collect than the Pokemon EX, which would be really strange. Gligar, Meowth, Spearow, Natu, Shuppet, Tropius, Switch, Gliscor, Reverse Articuno, and Altaria. So to review, out of our 15 booster packs, we ended up with a pretty decent haul. We got us a Mega Rayquaza EX, a Full Art Mega Gallet EX, a Double Dragon Energy, and a Dragon Rayquaza EX. These results are not typical, and you might or might not have the same results with your own booster packs. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time.